Good morning, everybody. It is shaping up to be, once again, a very active week. And I have 5 stories that I'm going to share with you in 5 minutes or less about insecurities and securities as they were in the IT industry and what we should be paying attention to. This first story is about how 30,000 Macs have had malware planted on them. To be sure, there's been no payload that has been seen as of yet, meaning that it's been so far set up as let's just get things staged and set up so in the future when we need to deliver an actual payload, we're ready for it. So the payloads hadn't been delivered yet, so it's a good thing this was caught early. But it goes to show that it's not that Macs can't be vulnerable, it's that they usually happen to be less vulnerable. The second story is around how antivirus is dead. This is something we've been saying for at least 4 or 5 years now. And it's not to say that there's no value in antivirus, is that reliance on it alone is a surefire way of getting compromised. And so it talks about all the other elements of security posture that are really very important. Next story is about how Jamaica's immigration website carelessly left a server exposed to the internet with travelers' details. And this is a mistake that seems to be being made over and over and over again by organizations that are not paying attention to security on a proactive basis. So we should be making this a learning lesson. And each week, I think maybe this is the week that we reach peak insecurity. Maybe this is the week that we reach peak insecurity. And so far, I have been wrong every single time. And this next story is part of a series on fighting fileless malware. This is really, really important to understand that nowadays that evasion of threats is happening because of the prevalence of fileless malware. And as you may be aware that the Bitcoin now has a $1 trillion market cap, and so this is changing all kinds of dynamics in the world of economics, of politics, of the future of inflation, of interest rates. These things are all very, very tightly tied together. But the reality of Bitcoin actually is serving as a cautionary tale for what we do with our monetary policy, because this is out of the hands of traditional centralized Fed control about money supply. And so it'll be very interesting to see what the outcome will be of this. I'm certainly one for watching it extremely closely. And I'm wondering if you happen to see that the rover that's on Mars, it's a little helicopter or drone, actually runs Linux. So Linux is now an extraterrestrial operating system. I found that pretty cool. Thanks. Have a wonderful week. See you next one.